You could read a 500-page textbook on modern human psychology, painstakingly studying peer-reviewed papers on social dynamics, conflict resolution, all that.
Sure.
Or you could just look at the last 5 text messages on a teenager's phone.
Yeah, that's probably faster, honestly.
Right. Well, today, we are decoding the latter.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the deep dive. We are looking at a space you navigate every single day, one where the rules of engagement are just constantly being rewritten. And that is the world of modern internet slang.
It's a wild place.
It really is. And because we want you to truly absorb this, especially since you probably want to learn it quickly but thoroughly without feeling, overwhelmed, we are going to deliberately speak slowly today.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll take our time, probably spend the next 15 to 20 minutes unpacking these concepts just to ensure every single nuance is clear.
It's really the only way to truly understand it. I mean, if you rush through this lexicon, you end up treating it like a novelty.
Yep.
But slang is the informal language of our digital lives. It's used in texts, memes, comments. Learning it isn't just about, picking up vocabulary.
Yeah, it's not just a party trick.
Exactly. It's the key to understanding friends and internet culture as a whole.
Absolutely. So our mission for this deep dive is to analyze a recent primer we found on 8 essential internet slang words. We're going to decode what they mean, how to use them, and what they reveal about modern digital communication.
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's unpack this. Looking at the source material, the first clear theme isn't really about connection at all. It's about digital friction. And it starts with the ultimate act of online disappearance, the verb to ghost.
Ghosting. Yeah, it's basically the foundational action of modern digital disconnect. And it means exactly what it sounds like, just suddenly stopping all communication with someone.
So no calls, no texts.
Nothing. Zero. Absolute silence. The source example is pretty stark. It says, "We talked for 1 week, then he ghosted me."
Wow, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a magic trick, right? Where the magician just walks off stage and never comes back.
That is a perfect analogy, because in the analog world, if someone didn't call you back, you still existed in physical spaces. But digitally, if someone stops generating those text bubbles, they just vanish.
They're just gone.
Yeah.
And that leaves you in this weird digital waiting room. You don't know if they lost their phone or if they're mad or what.
Precisely. And that lack of closure breeds a very specific type of reaction, which brings us to the next term in the primer. When someone ghosts you, how do you react?
You get salty.
You get salty.
I love this one. It's not about food, obviously.
No. Being salty represents this small, slightly silly anger, like a petty upset.
Right. The source gives a couple of great examples here.
Mm-hmm.
One is being angry that you lost a video game because of slow internet.
The dreaded lag.
Exactly.
Mm.
And the other is getting mad because someone didn't like your photo.
Yeah, it's fascinating because look at those examples. In the game, you didn't lose because you got outplayed. You lost because of an invisible systemic failure.
Right. It's totally out of your control.
And the photo, you're seeking validation, and you're just met with silence, so you feel powerless.
So it's like a bitter residue. If your house burns down, you're not salty. You're devastated.
Right, the scale is different.
But if your friend scrolls past your selfie without double tapping, that is prime saltiness.
Exactly. It's a petty grievance. So we have the avoidance of ghosting and the internal bitterness of being salty. But what happens when you want to express that saltiness publicly?
Right. You don't just sit there. You go to concept 3, which is throwing shade.
Yes. Wildly popular on Twitter, Instagram, reality TV.
Reality TV's built on it.
Totally. It's delivering a hidden, clever, quiet insult rather than just direct anger.
The primer's example is so good. It says, "Nice dress. I had the same one in 2010.
It's so subtle.
But wait, I have a question about this. Isn't throwing shade basically just a Trojan horse made out of compliments?
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
Like, how is this different from old school passive aggression?
Well, what's fascinating here is that throwing shade is passive aggression optimized for an audience.
Ah, the audience.
Right. It's a performance.
Right.
You hide the insult inside a compliment, so you have plausible deniability, but the thousands of people watching collectively gasp at the underlying insult.
So these 3 terms, ghosting, salty, and throwing shade, they really show how modern conflict is so passive.
Yeah, we disappear, we get quietly annoyed, or we hide our insults rather than confronting things directly.
Which is wild. Okay, so let's transition a bit from the passive-aggressive side of the internet to how people actually validate each other and, assert the truth online.
The positive side. sort of.
Yeah, sort of. Concept 4 is calling someone a snack.
Right, a snack.
And to be clear, this doesn't mean a small piece of food like an apple or a bag of chips.
No, definitely not. In slang, it means someone looks very attractive.
The source example is, look at his new photo. He is a snack.
But there is a crucial warning here in the primer that we have to talk about.
Oh yeah, the context rule.
Exactly. This is strictly for close friends, not your boss.
Yeah, please do not tell your boss they look like a snack.
That is an HR nightmare waiting to happen.
Truly.
Yeah.
It's so casual and playful, which is why it works for social media, but not the boardroom.
Right. It's a bite-sized compliment.
Bite-sized. I like that. But okay, so we're tossing out these compliments online. How do we know what's actually real?
The authenticity crisis.
Right, which brings us to concept 5, cap and no cap.
This one is huge, especially on TikTok and Twitch. It's how digital communities verify honesty.
So cap means a lie or something fake.
Right. The primary example is someone saying, I can run 100 meters in 5 seconds.
And the response is just cap.
Exactly, because it's obviously fake. But the flip side is no cap, which means no lie, for real, true.
Like saying, this pizza is the best, no cap.
Yeah. In a digital world where everyone is performing with filters and curation, no cap is how you say, wait, I'm actually telling the truth right now.
That makes a lot of sense. And if no cap is how you declare the truth, concept 6 is how you violently defend it.
Oh, absolutely.
Concept 6 is period. And listener, it is spelled P-E-R-I-O-D-T.
That T at the end is doing so much work.
It really is. It means the end of the discussion. It projects immense confidence and finality.
The examples are great. You are the best singer, period. Or, I'm going to the party, period.
It leaves no room for debate. But why add the T at the end? Does that hard T sound make it act like the verbal equivalent of slamming a door?
That's exactly it. A linguistic slam door. The internet encourages endless debate, right? People are always in your comments playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, always.
So, period is the kill switch. You slam the door. And if you look at no cap and period together, they serve as this incredibly strong verbal armor.
Verbal armor.
Yeah, in an era of misinformation and endless arguments, they allow speakers to forcefully declare their honesty and their unshakable confidence.
Wow. Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. We've talked about how we treat others, right?
Yeah, external stuff.
Right, but how did these slang terms describe our own internal mental state? Let's dive inward.
This is where we get to cognitive load.
Concept 7, rent-free.
Rent-free. Now, this doesn't literally mean living in an apartment without paying rent.
Sadly, no.
No, it means something like a song or a comment stays in your mind effortlessly, and you just can't stop thinking about it.
The source example is, that song, or his comment, lives rent-free in my head.
It's like a squatter in your brain.
It really is. You're giving away valuable mental real estate for free. It's exhausting.
It is. We're bombarded with so much digital noise, and some of it just gets stuck.
So how do we evict it? What's the defense mechanism?
Well, that brings us to the final term, Concept 8, main character.
Or main character energy.
Right. It describes the confidence of acting like the star of your own life story. You wear what you want. You don't care what others think.
The primary example is someone drinking coffee alone and calling it a main character moment.
Exactly. You're romanticizing your own life.
Like giving yourself a soundtrack.
Yes. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, main character energy is the ultimate antidote to having someone's negative comment live rent-free in your head.
Wait, really? How does that work?
Well, think about a movie. If you are the main character, everyone else is just the supporting cast.
Or an extra.
Exactly. And an extra's opinion doesn't dictate the plot of the film, so their comment doesn't get to live rent-free in your head. It's about reclaiming your own narrative.
Reclaiming the narrative. That is so powerful. Okay, so to ensure you, the listener, truly grasp these concepts at the deliberate pace we promised, let's reconstruct how all these terms interact in the wild.
To put it all together.
Yes. I'm going to slowly read the source's combined dialogue example so you can really hear it.
Go for it.
Okay, here it is. A friend ghosts you, making you feel salty. You are told not to throw shade because she is a snack, no cap. You agree, period, but the comment still lives rent-free in your head, so you are advised to just be the main character.
It's amazing.
Like a complete emotional arc, all in slang.
It really is.
Yeah.
Now, before you go trying to use all of these at once, we need to share the primer's closing advice. The golden rule.
Oh, right.
Practice one word a day, but only in informal situations.
Seriously, do not tell your boss they are a snack.
Or use period with a judge.
Yeah, that won't end well. Keep it informal. So we've slowly and carefully decoded the language of digital ghosts, salty reactions, rent-free thoughts, and main character energy. Hopefully giving you the ultimate shortcut to understanding your digital feeds.
It's a lot to process, but it's so important.
It is. So what does this all mean? Ultimately, language evolves to fit how we live. And right now, we live in a world of quick judgments and fierce self-expression.
We do. And it leaves me with one final question for you to ponder.
What's that?
If our modern slang is all about acting like the main character and ghosting people who inconvenience us, what does that say about our view of human connection today?
That's a heavy question.
Right. Are we starting to treat the real people in our lives as just supporting cast members in our own personal movie?
Wow. Something to think about, for sure. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.